Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our business overview. My name's Natalie Healy, and I'm going to be talking you through the first part of the presentation. I'm just going to wait a couple more seconds for people to come in because there's lots joining very quickly. I'm sure you're coming in from all over the UK and maybe some of you from abroad as well. So welcome to absolutely every one of you. As I said, my name's Natalie Healy. I have been part of Forever for 20 years this year. My background was actually in marketing. I got made redundant not once, but twice, and that coincided with when I started my family. I had two children very quickly, so there's just 17 months between my elder two. And what I found is that I lost my confidence being mum at home, although that was my dream to be that mum at home because I never wanted to have to put them into childcare. I never wanted to miss the school assembly, the sports day, and all of those things. But what I did find is one income coming into the home was not enough. So I was looking for a way just to earn a couple of £100 a month to supplement the little treats that we wanted to do with the children. So I got started with Forever with that in mind. I'd been using the products for 10 years anyway as a customer. And I thought, well, I love the products, so I can recommend them to other people. What I wasn't expecting, which is maybe due to confidence and feeling a little bit shy, is that I would have friends and people that I met that said, do you know what? I want to look at what you're doing as well. So I started building a team, and then fast forward, I have lived the last 20 years in a way that I never expected possible. Sadly, I became a single parent a couple of years into my business, and that just made me work the business even harder because I had some big goals to put the children through private school. And with Forever, I've been able to do that for not two, but three children. So it's my pleasure to talk you through a little bit about the company. Our founder, Rex, is the most incredible individual I have ever had the pleasure to meet. He started this company 47 years ago with one vision, and that was to be able to empower people, regardless of their circumstances, their background, their education, to build a better life and to be in business for themselves. And it's been a pleasure working with the family for the last 20 years of my time in Forever. So I've told you a little bit about what I was looking for, and this is about you. Why have you listened in this evening? What matters most to you? Because Forever is simply a vehicle that takes you from where you are now to where you want to be. There's lots of things on the screen there. Like for me, it was that extra income, but being able to work around my family. For you, it might be that you want more time for yourself. Maybe you're working a job and there's not enough time to do the things that you want to do. Maybe it's that you want to travel more, but you only have so much holiday. Maybe you've always dreamt of having your own business, but you don't know what or how. And that's the beauty of this company. We do all of that with you. Or maybe it's personal growth. You know, for me, I'm a very different person to the one that I was 20 years ago when I started this. It is incredible for building your confidence. Or maybe you're just simply wishing to meet new people. But whatever matters most to you, you will look at this business and see how it will fit to be able to make that happen. So, a little bit about the Forever story. Who are we? Where did we begin? And what does the future look like now with Forever? So, we were founded in 1978. We are an American company founded by Rex, and now we operate all around the world. So, Rex found the aloe vera plant. Actually, when he was water skiing, he got burnt and he saw the power of aloe and how it can heal. And that's how he found the business opportunity, which is now available in 130 countries around the world. You can see on the screen some of the key years in our history. So we're what's called a vertically integrated company. That means we grow our aloe, we own our aloe fields, and we manufacture it. So you can see in 1981, we had our first manufacturing facility, and we've opened up in every continent around the world since then. Our products here in the UK come from Forever Direct, which is over in Holland, which opened not so long ago. So all of those products are at our fingertips and come to us literally within 2 or 3 days of ordering them. The system that we have is simply just incredible. And in the 20 years that I've been in the company, seeing that change and adapt has been literally amazing. The company are so much forward thinking. We also have a big charity leg to us, which is something that Rex was very fond of. Sadly, we lost Rex a couple of years ago, but now there's a charity well, the charities have been running the whole time through his history, but now it really is in his name and a legacy to Rex. And last year we were proud to have raised £16,000 for the water project in Burkina Faso. So that was just in the UK. Our business owners here and around the world, every country that's part of Forever will do something for the Forever Giving Foundation. So it's great to be with a company that's making a difference to people around the world that are nothing to do with Forever. And obviously we can make a difference to people's health and also to their wealth as well. So in 2025, we launched some amazing more new products, and the company is totally forward thinking. So a lot of you have heard about collagen, for example, and that is something that we bought into our company because it is what a lot of people were talking about. We are the aloe vera company, and that bottle of aloe gel on the screen has been our bestseller since we started. It's worth over half of our global turnover. But because the company are such forward thinking, they bring in other products like the collagen, which is up there now competing with it. So you are most definitely with the right company that adapts to what people are wanting. So a little bit about our aloe and what makes us different. You know, we hand harvest every aloe plant. And like a banana, if you open up aloe, it's going to go brown. So we literally open it up, we fillet it out, and we take the inner leaf. And then we add some natural preservatives that stop it from going off. But we are as pure as you can be. If you're buying aloe from somewhere else, I can promise you it is nothing like our aloe, which is why it works so differently. Can we go to the next one, Jane? We are very thoughtful about our planet and our people, down to the people that are farming the fields. We've got every accreditation going for our employment, but also we're really thoughtful about the environment. So we don't use herbicides, pesticides, all those natural fertilizers. In fact, we've got 3,000 goats whose job it is to look after our aloe vera. And our aloe vera is certified as organic as well. So we start with that organic aloe vera leaf and we take it from the plant to the product direct to the consumer. Now, what was really special to me when I started with this company was, okay, I've been using the products, I like them, but are my friends, family, people that I meet going to like them? And also, you know, a lot of people come to this company, they've never even used the products before, but the company have got a 60-day money back guarantee. Now, could you imagine going to the high street, using every last drop of a product, taking it back and saying, I want my money back? And ultimately, that is what you can do with our products. And I have to say, in 20 years of working with the company, I think I've had one, maybe two products back. I can't even remember. It's so rare that it happens because they do what they say on the tin. So you can recommend these to people and know that you've got that backup in place, and we've got every accreditation going as well. So this is what we're known for, our aloe vera drinks. Did you know you could drink aloe? Because most people don't. And, I thought within 20 years people would know, but no, they don't. Most people think of it as going on the skin as a topical product, but 50% of our turnover is down to this. So why would you drink aloe? I ask you, the question is, why wouldn't you drink it? Because in there's loads of vitamins, amino acids. Aloe works as a natural anti-inflammatory. So it's the first thing I drink in the morning. I suffer with digestive complaints. When I drink aloe, I don't have those problems as well at all. Should I be going on holiday and I forget it, or for whatever reason, they come back. So I know aloe works massively for me on my digestive problems. It's also great for skin conditions, for joint problems, for respiratory problems, and it's working with your immune health as well. So it is simply great for your well-being. We also have amazing skincare and personal care products. Now, like me, you probably get up in the morning, have a shower, wash your face, wash your hair, put some deodorant on, pop a bit of skincare on, brush your teeth. We have all of those products. So all we teach you to do is to shop from your own brand. Because if you love the brand and you get the benefits, you'll easily recommend them to other people. Just like if you've watched something on Netflix, you've loved it, you'll say to your friend, watch this, it's brilliant. So use this product, look at the glow on my skin. This is from using the skincare and drinking aloe vera. Weight management is a huge marketplace, and one of our best-selling products is our C9, which is a 9-day cleanse. Who do you know that wants to lose weight? Who do you know that wants to kickstart healthy eating? Who do you know that simply likes to do some kind of detox and clean out their body? Because that essentially is what the C9 does. It's like putting drain and blocker into your sink, put it into your body, it cleans it out, gets everything working better, and you're going to have more energy and feel good. Now, most people take a supplement. We have every supplement that you can imagine, and they are from the purest ingredient. Everything we do is the best available. It means it's available to your body better, so it will work better. And, whatever you are going through, whether it's menopause, whether it's aching joints, whether you're a sports person, whether you've got a child that's at school constantly picking up bugs, we've got an amazing supplement that will be able to support you. Now we have a basic starter pack of products, which you can see on the screen here. This is pretty much the starter pack that I started with 20 years ago. And I can tell you every product here, if you came around my house, you would find it in the cupboards. I got up this morning and I drank the yellow aloe vera gel. My daughter, who is 8, she drinks the berry nectar, as so does my 21-year-old son. My 20-year-old daughter uses absolutely everything that we've got. The protein shakes are incredible. So I'm coming up to 50 in just a couple of months. It's all about eating more protein, going through menopause. So I put that in my overnight oats. Phoebe will have it in a milkshake before she goes to gymnastics, or maybe in a pancake. The deodorant is incredible. A lot of our products, it's about what's not in it. And what's not in that are aluminium salts. If you have a little look at aluminium salts and what they do to the body, you will see why you want to have something that's aluminium free. We then have toothpaste and problem solvers as well. So that box is amazing to get you started. Now I'm going to pass you over to actually my mentor. Jayne taught me so much, and she's been an incredible coach at teaching me the ropes. And that is the beauty that each and every one of you have. you've got someone holding your hand. And it's equally someone like myself and Jayne, because we run a lot of the training. So we're going to be helping you all. Jayne is going to talk you through her history of forever, which is a lot longer than mine, and how you make money, which is pretty important. It's been pretty good, hasn't it, making the money, Jayne?
It certainly has. Very lucrative. Very lucrative. Thanks for that, Nat, and thanks for going through a bit of information about the background of the company. Every time I hear the company explained, I just fall in love with it over and over again. So a little bit about my background. I've been with the company now for 30 years. I can't believe I'm saying that. And when I first started, I was a mum. I was in the farming sector, breeding horses. We had a sheep farm as well. And whilst it was a wonderful way of life, it wasn't a life that gave me the kind of income that I wanted to be able to do the things that were important to me. I wanted to educate my children privately. I wanted financial stability. And I wanted that work-life time balance. And certainly in a job, I just seemed to be working all the hours that were asked of me for actual relatively menial income, but my boss was making all the money. And I suddenly one day thought, no, something's got to change. And it's interesting when we get to that point in our lives where we know something's got to change, that we meet people, we come across companies, and we make decisions that are pivotal and life-changing. Started part-time. Within 8 months, I was able to step back from farming and focus on the business fully. And the rest, as they say, is history. Built a business that's not just here in the UK, but all around the world. Mentored thousands of other people to achieve what matters most to them. And I've done that by working alongside this incredible marketing model. So we're just going to give you a bit of an overview on this tonight, just so you can kind of grasp the intention of it, because it is quite simply life-changing. So our success is phenomenal. If you think that we're 47, 48 years old, we've stood the test of time all around the world through all sorts of economic challenges, whether it be war, whether it be natural disasters, pandemics, collapses of currencies, you name it, everything is thrown at the business world, but forever has just been a quiet constant in a hectic world. And we have enjoyed 48 years of constant growth. And that has been phenomenal. And there's two reasons why. We take a phenomenal product range, which is linked to an incredible company, and we combine the power of a network of home-based entrepreneurs with a business and a product range. And that is the key to our success. That is the key to everybody's success. This combination of home-based entrepreneurs who share the product, share the business, and in turn get rewarded by the company. So how do we get started? Well, I will say that our marketing opportunity, the marketing model, offers many, many, many different options. And we can't go through all of them tonight, but we're going to give you an overview of the simplicity of two areas: developing customers and building and scaling a team. You know, with any business, product has to go out to an end user. It's absolutely fundamental that a company has products that move out to happy customers who come back time and time and time again. And one of the first areas of income that appeals to a lot of people is the ability to make an extra 150 to 300, 400, 500 pounds a month. Certainly for me, as a young mum with two little kids, I needed extra money. So when I looked at the customer development process, I thought, well, I love the products. You know, as Natalie said, she fell in love with the products. Everybody falls in love with the products. And literally, I had no problem sharing the benefits of that product with everybody that I came into contact with. And I never saw it as selling. I just saw it as being enthusiastically recommending something that I believed in and have made such a big difference in our family. So what we do is we start by helping you develop 20 customers. Now we know on average a customer spends £25 per month with us. Some spend a lot more, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds a month, and some spend a bit less, but on average £25. Now if you've got 20 customers on average spending £25, you have a business that is turning over 500 a month. Now the company will pay you anywhere from 30 to 48% return on the turnover of your home-based business. So it's really important that we develop customers, we look after them, they come back to us time and time and time again. I've got customers now 30 years on that still buy from me, and it's just fantastic to know that we've had such a big impact on their health. But a lot of people say, well, where do we find customers from? Well, they are everybody we know. All of our own personal contacts will become our customers. And to put that into context, I remember, I used to be down at the stables every day, at the school gates every day, at the clubs that the kids went to after school with the other mums as well. And it was so easy just to say, hey, started using this product, it's amazing, on Marcus's skin. I'd love to show you what I'm doing, come and take a look. And everybody was curious, what is it? Come and show us how these products work, share the benefit. So it's very, very easy to recommend the products. Could be through your daily routine, you could be at the gym, you could be doing a Pilates class, you could be doing a yoga class, you could be out cycling, walking, hiking, you could be in the office and over coffee, just share the products with some of your office mates. Social media, a great way to connect with people and share products in your local communities. That's where, for me personally, I shine, because I live in a rural area and everybody kind of looks after and supports each other, and everyone knows they can pop and pick up their aloe from me as and when they need it. But what I'm really saying to you is people all around us will become your customers. Now, there is another string to our bow, and that is not only do we share the product, but we share the business, we share the opportunity as well. Because for a lot of people now, they're looking for something more. £200, £300, £400 a month makes a difference. But for a lot of people, they're looking maybe to replace full-time incomes because they no longer enjoy their jobs. They may be looking to leave a job and have a business they can run around their children to give them more time. It could be people know they're limited in their jobs and they're looking for something they can scale. So there's many, many, many reasons why people want to look at our business as well as our products. So how do we share the business? Well, it's a very, very simple concept, and it's based on the power of duplication, the power of multiplication. In other words, a lot of people doing a little bit, and that adds up to a huge business over time, both locally, nationally, and globally. So when I first looked at the business, I was intrigued by this, and I said to my friend, well, how do I get started in building a business? I can share the products, no problem. And I was told that it was all about duplicating me. So I said, okay, explain more. And they said, well, look, if you can find just two people like you who maybe want more than just a part-time income, maybe are looking for more, they've got dreams, they've got goals, they've got ambitions, and we share the business with them and they like what they see, then they come and join the company. They're working under the company Forever Living, but they're in your business. So effectively, it's like a little mini franchise that begins to grow. And that made complete sense to me. A home-based business that you could scale without any of the expensive overheads that one normally associates with traditional business. But here's where it gets really exciting. We now apply the power of duplication. So the 2 becomes 4, the 4 becomes 8, the 8 becomes 16, and eventually you've got about 30 people in your team who are all using the product, all looking after a handful of customers, and all beginning to build their businesses. Now, if you take that 30 people in your team and just multiply it by 500, if all they're doing is just retailing to some customers, your business is turning over £15,000 a month. And the company are going to pay you, on average, 8% on the turnover of your business. So you're making your retail income, but now you're getting a turnover payment from the company on everything you've created. And this is around about £1,200 per month. Now I have to say, when I first saw this, I was intrigued and also very excited, because I was being shown a business whereby I could learn a few key skills, teach them to others. The company would supply the products, the company would supply and pay the bonuses. All I had to do was mentor people to be successful business owners. And I thought to myself, I can do that, and I'm going to become good at it. Now, obviously, there's no cap on where you can take yourself in this business. And our next area of income is what we call royalty income, passive income. And this starts when you find 3 people and you just apply the same power of duplication. 3 becomes 9, becomes 27, becomes 81. You've got 120 people in your team now, all using the products, all developing a customer base, and all beginning to work with other people who want home-based businesses. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, it never looks this neat. I am giving you a schematical example of what's possible. Some people might find 5, some people might find 2, some people might find 100. But basically what happens, your business will begin to duplicate. So let's say, for example, like me, I lived in a place called Milton Keynes when I first started this business, and I found some people locally, and then I found some people in London, and then I found some people in Birmingham, and those people found people in Scotland, some people found people in Edinburgh, some people found people in Manchester, and before I knew it, this kind of happy growth business was beginning to expand. And typically when you build a business like this, you're making around £2,000 to £4,000 per month. And this is when I realised that after 18 years in farming, that there was no way I could scale my income in farming anymore, because I couldn't physically work any more hours. But in Forever, the more people I helped, the more people I mentored to be successful, the greater I could build my business. So imagine finding 5, imagine finding 10 or 20 or 30 or 50. There is no cap from this company on what you can achieve. Tonight I'm just giving you an overview, a taste of what's possible. And again, people say, well, that's so exciting, Jayne, but where do we find our business partners? And I say, they're all around us. Everywhere we look, we can find people. And right now, most people are looking for a second income, a side hustle, a way to align themselves with a credible company with an impeccable track record. So we're a perfect company, perfect timing, and ready for our next 45 years of growth. Now, because we're privately owned, we don't have to pay out to shareholders, to investors. We can retain all the profitability in the company and reinvest it where we want to. So the company very generously reinvests into a car program, which we call Forever to Drive. And this is where when you and your team do a certain turnover, over any 3 consecutive months, you can access up to £6,500 per year to buy the car of your dreams. You don't have to buy a car. We've got people that have bought camper vans, mobile homes, people who've bought tractors, horse boxes. You can do whatever you want with it. Now, Forever very generously invest in you. And what they do is they recognise the need to not only invest in you, but to give you experiences like no other. And we have not 1, but 2 global trips each and every year. And these trips are where you and your team have done a turnover over a 12-month period, and you'll get flown with not 1, but 2 tickets, 2 air tickets, the best hotels, the best trainings, launch of new products, the best parties, the best experiences in the countries we go to. It is life-changing. I have literally travelled the world with this company, as has Natalie, as have thousands of other people. Last year we had Paris and Thailand. This year in April we've got Dubai. And then in October, we've got South Africa. Next year, we've got Hong Kong. And I don't know where the other one is yet. But imagine being able to travel the world every year, paid for by forever. Do they do that for you in your job? I don't think so. And also at the end of the year, the company take a proportion of the turnover and share it with qualifying forever business owners who have done a certain criteria of business in the year. And to give you some idea, most years they're paying back to the global forever business owners somewhere between 22, 24 million in one day. And that's normally done at our April rally. And this year it will be in Dubai. I can't begin to tell you how life-changing this is. I picked up my first chairman's bonus cheque many years ago, 25 years ago, and it was an end-of-year bonus of 12,500. And every single year it's grown and grown and grown, and it's eye-watering now. And all I've done is use the product, share the products, share the opportunity, and genuinely work with people to help them achieve what matters most to them. We also have the ability to build a global business. Wherever you know people around the world, you can reach out to them and you can involve them in forever, which means you can build multiple income streams. My first country was Italy, and then I opened up in most of English-speaking Africa, the Middle East, the Far East and the USA. And I get paid from over 30 countries every single month. Some of them are tiny, maybe $300, $400, $500, and some of them are thousands of dollars. So think about where you know people around the world, and we can show you how to build multiple global income streams. And you can build a legacy business. You can build a business that will be here for you to enjoy in this lifetime, but can be passed on to your loved ones for the next generation. So whatever you work hard for, your children or loved ones or family will enjoy the benefit when it's their time. And personal development, Natalie said she's not the same person today as she was when she first joined, a shy mummy with not a lot of confidence, now an established global businesswoman. The personal development program in Forever is second to none. It's incredible. So rest assured, when you get involved in Forever, someone is going to teach you the skills you need to be successful. So how do we get started? Well, very, very simple. When I first looked at the business, and for 99% of people, they start with one of our packs. And these packs have been put together by the company, less than £200. You've got products to use and products to retail, so immediately you can put profit into your pocket and get a return on your investment. On the left, you've got the most popular pack, which has got all the problem solvers and daily care products in, and on the right is the skincare box. And not only do you get the products, but you get a global business building license. You get a blueprint for success, which means you don't have to reinvent the wheel. You just plug into our system. It's proven, it's stood the test of time. You just have to learn a few key skills. You get your mentor. You're part of a really positive, empowering, supportive community. You get your own online web store. Now that in its own right, if you were starting out in business by yourself, will cost you thousands, literally thousands to create. It's all been done for you, and it's all part of your investment of $199.75. And you get access to all of our trainings, our online platforms, and all of our very professional digital support materials and printed materials. So phenomenal, phenomenal company to be involved in. So let's bring it right back to what matters most, and let's think about why this business is right for you. And when we look at what matters most, you know, it's all written there. Everyone is looking for a vehicle to help them achieve what's important to them. For me, it was education for my kids. It was all consuming, and there was no way I could do that in a job. For you, it could be travel, it could be more time, it could just be top up the household income, all sorts of things. But whatever it is, you need to find a way to achieve it. And for most people, there are no options. But tonight we've shared with you what we think is one of the most incredible options. And I just very quickly want to ask Liz and Tina to come and share their stories on what Forever has done for them because they said yes. So Liz, over to you.
Thank you so much, Jane. I just love watching that. It's like the first time all over again. And I actually saw this business presentation just over 2 years ago now. And I'm so glad I was shown it because I worked full time for the NHS, a mum of two boys, then a bit younger, and working night shifts, long days. Oh, felt totally lost of what to do. And I actually started thinking that this was it. There's no other option just to keep working, keep being tired, keep being exhausted, no money, no freedom, no time for myself or my family. And I was so lucky to be shown this opportunity by a dear friend of mine. And when I saw this, what matters most to you, I was in because it just showed me a way that I could make a really difference in not only my life, my boys' life, my husband's life, my family's life, but other people's life. And what really drew me in and listening to Jane, I just honestly would love to start again because it's just incredible. And it works and it's incredible and it really is as simple as Jane has said. I use the products, I love the products, I share them and I share the business opportunity. So within 6 months I went part-time within the NHS. As you can see, the smile is just it's just changed everything. And what I've learned very quickly about Forever is that you're not on your own. You get so much help and support and guidance, and you can really earn whilst you learn. I work with a lot of midwives and nurses who haven't earned whilst they learn, but I have from day one of saying yes. I've managed to earn a good income as I've learned the business, as I've learned what to do, and I can really see a bright future with Forever. So it's an incredible opportunity. Thank you, Jane.
Thank you, Liz. And yeah, big smile on your face, that's for sure. Tina, are you there? Can you come and share a little bit of your story with us?
Yes, I am here, Jane. Can you hear me okay?
We can hear you, but we can't see you. But we can hear you, that's fine.
I don't have the option to put a video on.
Oh, keep talking.
Okay, I will start speaking. Thanks ever so much. So my name is Tina Gillis, and I was a physiotherapist previously, both within the NHS and then more latterly in private practice. I was introduced to Forever in 2009 after randomly bumping into Natalie that you heard speaking earlier in my physiotherapy clinic. At the time, my children were 2 and 7, and I was a busy mum working as a busy physiotherapist. Back in 2009, a bit like today, we were on the tail end of a recession, and I was worried about the weeks when there were less patients booking into my clinic, meaning that my income was down on those weeks. However, I didn't want more hours or more stress. I wanted some flexibility and the ability to grow an additional income. With Forever, I saw a way I could build something with that complete flexibility around my clinic hours and around my children. And I knew what a difference an extra £400 a month could make to me. I knew it could take away the worry that I had, and I was very nervous and lacking in confidence. Wasn't sure if I could do this. It was different to anything I'd done before. I was very much a mum and a physio, not a businesswoman, but I was assured that somebody would help me every step of the way. And sure enough, they did. So I worked my Forever business around the physio clinic and being a mum, aiming to earn that £400 a month. And the support was amazing, and my confidence and my business both grew. Um, so much so that over the following 18 months, my income grew to more than I could earn as a private physiotherapist. So I decided to change career back in 2011. So for the last 15 years, Forever has been my full-time income. It has turned into my career. I have that total flexibility, working when I want, where I want, with who I want. And it's meant as a single parent that I've been able to bring up my children without the stresses that I know many single parents have. I've had the travel that you've just heard people talking about: Hawaii, Singapore, South Africa, Dubai, all around Europe, America, so many things, a car that's been paid for. And most importantly, it's not the things, it's the time. And for me, it enabled me to take time out from my business when my mum needed me a few years ago. She was terminally ill. I was able to take the time away from my business to look after her and still get paid month in, month out. So for me, something that started out as a way to earn that few £100s to take away the worry changed into something that has enabled me to live a worry-free life. But I also have complete peace of mind knowing that mine and my children's future is totally financially secure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tina. And you've been phenomenal building your business over the last few years. So let's wrap this all up, shall we? A lot of people say, Jayne, it sounds amazing, it sounds really exciting, but oh, will it work for me? Can I do it? And if those thoughts are crossing your mind, trust me, that is completely natural, completely normal. We all have that moment where we say, yes, I want to get involved, but oh, can I do it? I was the same, everybody's the same. But I just want to share a few key points with you. Every new venture takes time. You know, this business is a business. We don't treat it like a hobby and we don't play at it. What we do is we take the time to learn the skills, we take the time to put the customers in, we take the time to build a business, and before we know it, it becomes second nature. So, you know, understand that it takes a bit of time and effort, it's all part of the journey. Be ready to invest some time. You can't get involved with us and sit at home and just wait for someone to knock on the door. It's about investing a little bit of time, even if you've only got 10 hours a week. It's 10 hours a week that are flexible. That's the beauty of it. It's very flexible. You can build it around your current commitments, but you do need to put a bit of time in so you can enjoy the success. And you need to stay motivated and open to learning. And it's very important you embrace that concept of learning. You know, none of us are the finished product, and to be able to work in an environment where somebody genuinely wants to help you be the best version of you, that's very inspirational. And the other thing is you need to bring a brilliant work ethic and bring a positive attitude. You know, I think your attitude makes all the difference. Smiley face, positive energy, twinkle in the eye. People are attracted to energy. They are not attracted to negativity. So if you bring all those ingredients together, I can promise you, you cannot fail. In fact, the only people that ever fail are those people that quit. And I know for a fact that everybody's journey is slightly different, but as people begin to tick off the boxes where they're achieving their goals, it's such an incredible environment to be involved in. So, as we draw it to a conclusion, all we ask you to do tonight is to make a decision. That decision could be, yes, love it, cannot wait to get involved, in which case get back to the person who invited you and get your box ordered and get a planning meeting so they can bespoke your plan for you and come join us. Promise you're going to have a great time. It could be, nope, seen it, it's not for me, and that's fine as well. If it's not for you, that's fine, but do try the products. The products are incredible, life-changing, and I know once you try the products, you might even change your mind. Or it could be maybe, I really love it, but I've got one or two questions. And if that's the case, get them answered and then get registered, get your box and come and join us. What I do say every time I present this opportunity is, I take away something from each and every one of you every time I share my story, this opportunity. And that is, I take away the right for you to ever say anytime, any place, anywhere ever again, you were never given a chance. Because tonight, myself, Natalie, Tina, Liz, we have exposed to you the finest company with the finest ethics and values and philosophies, the finest products, the most lucrative marketing model, a supportive community, and that just means one thing: you are going to achieve what matters most to you. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and don't sleep a wink all night because you're so excited about your future.